Hey everyone, welcome back to Anxiety Art Adventures. Hey Shooks, I'm going to be doing a whip and chat today. I am working on Fly to the Moon from Jaded Gem Shop. This is a beautiful diamond painting. It is a round diamond painting and it is a 50 by 60 centimeter. The artist is Carrie's Cuttlefish. And I will have Jade's information in the description down below, along with everything else that I'm going to show you today. I am using a Muni-Made trash can to hold my trash drills. Yes, love my Muni-Made trash can. I am using a Muni-Made cover minder as well. Isn't that adorable? 2 cats. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we are going to use this. So those of you that are not familiar with cover minders, it comes with a magnet embedded into the back, and then you have this magnet. So you pull your section back that you want to work on, lift up your diamond painting, and voila. There we go. I'm also using some Randa's Crafty Corner Strawberry Mimosa Scented Putty today. Love anything strawberry. I'm on a strawberry kick recently. I don't know what's going on. Love Randa's putty. Put that over to the side. I'm using a Muni-Made light blue tray. This is one of the older versions of the tray, but I love all of Muni-Made's trays. They're amazing. They always line up. I don't have a problem getting them out of the tray. It's great. All right, so this is a new pen that Sean made for me. Over this past weekend. This blank is from Would Be Nice Creations on Etsy. I will have their information down below. They make blanks, but they are on vacation right now. I hope they come back soon so I can order some more blanks. But this is basically, I call this my cotton candy pen. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. Love this pen. And it's so comfortable. This is a thinner pen. Compared to some other pens. So like this is an Enabler's Outpost pen. You see the difference. It's definitely thinner, but it's comfortable. So that is what matters. So how are all of you doing? I feel like I haven't really talked to you much. I know I did a live this past week and did an unboxing, but I feel like I haven't had a chance to really talk and catch up. I've been relaxing, which is always a good thing, especially with anxiety and depression. Yeah, it's been nice. I've just been watching some Private Practice, which is a spinoff from Grey's Anatomy. It's got some of the same characters in it from Grey's Anatomy, and I'm enjoying it. I'm really liking the medical shows. I'm taking a break from true crime because it was depressing and I needed a break from the depressing. And my therapist was like, why don't you watch something other than true crime for a little bit? So that's what I'm doing. That and, diamond painting, trying to finish a diamond painting this year. That'd be nice. But if I don't, whatevs. No big deal. I'm not one of those people that are like, oh my gosh, I have to finish a diamond painting. I just do it as a hobby, so it's supposed to be fun. Yeah, but I really enjoy Jaded Gem Shop, this canvas. The canvas itself is really nice, thick, good quality. The glue is good. All of the drills, they're resin drills, even though they're round drills. They are resin. I confirmed that with Jade. And the symbols are easy to read. So everything is really good quality with this canvas. My experience has been lovely. So definitely check out Jaded Gem Shop. Like I said, I'll have her link down below. The cats are fine. I've had some people message me and ask how the cats are doing. They are perfectly fine, living their best life, being, crazy pain in the butts. For those of you new to the channel, I have 2 Lilac Point Siamese cats. They are They are absolutely lovely. Don't get me wrong. I love my cats. However, Siamese cats are not generally friendly cats. So they're not typically your, you know, lap cat that wants attention all the time. They are standoffish and they only want attention on their terms. And I know people are going to say, well, that's all cats. Well, true, but excuse me, but they're very different from any cat I've ever had, as far as being, wanting affection and on their terms. They are also very skittish cats, loud noises, new people. And we're not really sure why they're like that because we've had them since they were babies. So, not real sure why they're so scared of everything, but they are. But love them dearly. They are starting to be more affectionate. It's only taken them 3 years, but that's okay. So they'll get on your lap if you're staying still for more than you know, 15 minutes. They'll jump on your lap. Skylar in particular. Zoe's strange. She wants all of her attention when you first get up in the morning. She follows Adam around while he's getting ready and wants pets and attention and meows. They're very vocal. Siamese are very vocal. But we love them dearly, and they've definitely brought me a lot of joy when I needed it. I was going through a lot of rough situations. I lost a cat and a dog within the same year, and they definitely helped me with those losses. So yeah, so the cats are doing great. Thanks to those of you that asked. Everything else is going fine. Adam's company recently got hacked and everything got encrypted. So he's been working really hard on that. Yeah, it's been a nightmare for him at work. But what do you do? What do you do? So yeah, we've been dealing with that this week. What else has been going on? Not much. I've got to go get my driver's license renewed, and I have to go in person. I guess when you get old, you have to go in person every so often. So I've got to go do the visual test. So I figured while I'm doing that, I might as well get the, what's it called? The Real ID, where you have the star on your driver's license so you can travel internationally. I think all driver's licenses are going to require it by a certain year. But anyway, so I have to do that. So I was trying to get all of the paperwork together that I needed for that. And of course, the DMV doesn't take photocopies, so I've got to get original documents and stuff. So that's been fun. So I'm probably going to be doing that in the next couple of weeks. What else? I just can't believe it's the middle of April. I feel like just yesterday it was January. Does anyone else feel that way? I feel like time is just flying by right now for some reason. Not sure why. So anyway, yeah, so that's what's been going on with me. What have all of you been up to? Anything new, exciting? What are you working on? Let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, I'm pretty much going back and forth between this diamond painting and Koi Mermaid from Lazy River Wood Turning. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll get one diamond painting done soon. I did put in an order with Lazy River Diamond Painting. I ordered a couple of kits, and one of them is for Summer with the Masters. So I'm excited to... the cats are running around. I'm excited to show you that kit when it comes in. Probably be in about a month. So yeah, that's what's been happening. So today I figured I would read you some fun facts about spring. I know last time I did fun facts about April, but with everything blooming right now, it's so pretty. The weather's been just absolutely gorgeous here in Virginia. I figured, okay, let's look up some interesting facts about spring. I know there's a lot of pollen here. I don't know about where you live, but the tree pollen has just been horrendous, and it's come very early this year because of how warm it's been. It started pretty much at the end of March, and usually it doesn't start until about the middle of April, and it's just wreaks havoc on your sinuses. And yeah, yeah. And it's also that time of year where it's like, okay, they're gonna have the air conditioning on during the day and then have the heat on at night. So that's typical spring weather here. But yes, so yeah, I figured I'd talk about some spring fun facts. Let me know what spring is like where you live. Is the pollen bad? Is it not bad? Is it nice? Cold? Hot? Let me know. Let me know. Okay. So let me pull up this article. Okay. All right. So these are 9 fun facts about spring that will make you smile. Okay, the first one is celebrate the vernal equinox. The first day of spring is called the vernal equinox in the northern hemisphere. The name vernal comes from Latin and means equal night, which is the case because there are 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night on the equinox, which falls on March 20th or the 21st, according to Fact Retriever. And I know that, the first day of spring usually falls on one of those 2 days. Sometimes it falls a day or two past that. So let's see. Hold on, sorry. Play some drills. Okay, children grow more during spring. What? Is that true? I need to probably fact check that. Is that really true? That kids grow more during the spring? Kids like plants grow faster in the spring than any other time of year. Maybe it's the fresh air and the sunlight that causes this growth spurt. All right, for those of you that have children, let me know if that's accurate. Have you noticed your kids growing more during the springtime than any other time of the year? Let me know. Busy signals. Wow, okay, more phone calls are made on Mother's Day than any other time of the year? What? According to history, holiday charts account for a 37% spike in phone calls, and that does not include Skype video chats of Zoom calls. So these are actual, just straight up dial your phone calls. Wow. So Mother's Day trumps like Christmas? Really? I don't know. I find that hard to believe, but maybe, I guess. I mean, I know not everybody celebrates Christmas, but I guess everybody celebrates Mother's Day, right? For those of us that, yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's kind of mind-blowing if you think about it. Okay, let's call it spring. So before spring was called spring, it was called Lent, according to Just Fun Facts. In the 14th century, it was changed to springing because plants were springing forth from the ground. The name changed to springtime around 100 years later and was eventually shortened to just spring. I can't imagine calling it springing. That sounds really strange to me. What about you guys? Springing? Hey, welcome springing. It just doesn't sound right, but that's because I'm so used to calling it spring. Spring fever is a real thing. People talk about spring fever as a time to goof off, but it really exists. Medical experts think it could be caused by a change of diet increased temperature and light, as well as hormonal changes. Of course, it could just be allergies. I definitely have spring fever. But I also think that I have seasonal depression. Apparently that's a real thing. I talked to my therapist about it, and seasonal depression is definitely real. So I know when it's cold and nasty outside, especially when it's raining and cold, I feel miserable, like mentally. I don't feel happy. Some people love the rain and love the cold, but I don't, and it changes my mood. So yeah, so apparently spring fever is a real thing. The Easter Bunny is a German import. While many people think of the hippity hoppity Easter Bunny as all American, that is not the case. According to Good Housekeeping, the idea of a bunny delivering treats dates back to 16th century Germany. Dutch settlers brought the tradition to America around 200 years later. I didn't know that. Huh. Did any of you know that? That the Easter Bunny originated from Germany? Didn't know that. Did not know that. Okay, get your umbrella ready. While April showers bring May flowers, it turns out that April is not the rainiest month of spring. But as a whole, spring is the rainiest time of year in the Northern Hemisphere. So get your umbrella ready. You never know when you will need it. That is true. In the past, I know it's rained quite a bit in the month of April here where I live. Let me know if that's the case where you live. Is April the rainiest month of the year for you? I say April and May. Probably is when we get the most rain. We also get, thunderstorms, and then going into June, July, August, we get, tornado warnings and stuff. That's always scary. I hate tornado warnings. They really make my anxiety just fly through the roof. I like really freak out because I have to grab all the animals and get in the closet and, wait. And it's just the waiting. It's like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? But I always recommend having some kind of plan in place, especially if you have animals. Make sure you have something that you can carry your animals in and get them out safely. Always have a plan in place. We do not have children, so I guess that would go for kids as well. Tulips are worth their weight in gold. Tulips are one of the earliest flowers to bloom in the spring and symbolize love and rebirth. But did you know that tulips were once more valuable than gold? This time of tulip speculation in the Netherlands was called tulip mania. And like most commodity speculation, this boom went bust in 1637. Really? How can that be the case when a flower dies so quickly? Like, how can you use a flower as currency? Does that make sense? I don't know. Might have to look that one up. Okay, did I get all of the black? I did. Yep. Okay, the first St. Patrick's Day parade took place in the United States. Hold on one second. There we go. St. Patrick's Day is really a big deal in Ireland. After all, he is the patron saint of the Emerald Isle. But the first St. Patrick's Day parade was not held in Dublin. It took place in New York City in 1762. So no matter which side of the pond you live on, put on some green and celebrate everything Irish. Really? It took place in the U.S.? I always thought it was in Ireland. Let me know if anyone else knew that. Interesting. So yeah, those are some fun facts about spring. Huh. All right, let's see. What was the other site I had? Let's see here. Okay, here's another one. The first spring flowers are typically lilacs, irises, lilies, tulips, daffodils, and dandelions. I know the first thing that pops up for us here are daffodils. Let's see. Let me pull out another color here. What do I need? What do I need? Let's do. I'll do this one. Where is it? I'm using my Elizabeth Ward containers. I really like them. Okay, now I've got that straight. We can start drilling. Start drilling. I'm a serial driller now because my good friend Carol got me a t-shirt from Miranda's Crafty Corner. It says serial driller. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay. Let's see. Holidays that occur in spring include Easter, Passover, April Fool's Day, Earth Day, Arbor Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day. Wait, Father's Day isn't in spring, is it? I thought that was considered summer. Cinco de Mayo and Holi, which is Festival of Colors in India. Okay, the first day of spring marks the beginning of Nowruz, the new day, which is the Persian New Year. The celebration lasts 13 days and is rooted in the 3,000-year-old tradition of, Zoroastrianism. I can't pronounce that. Zoroastrianism. It is celebrated in Iran, the North Caucasus, Kurdish parts of Turkey, and northern Iraq, Afghanistan, all kinds of other places, and other scattered populations in Central Asia. Okay. Interesting. Really? Okay. Persian New Year. Interesting. Okay, while the spring equinox typically occurs on March 20th or 21st, the meteorological spring begins on March 1st, a month when average temperatures increase by 10 degrees over the month. Okay. Didn't know that either. Okay, according to the tradition, if a groundhog does not see his shadow after emerging from his burrow on Groundhog Day, which is February 2nd, spring will come early. If he sees his shadow, winter will last for 6 more weeks. The day has its roots in the Neolithic Celtic festival of Imbolc, which marks a seasonal turning point and also involved animal. What? These words, y'all. Prognostication? I have no idea what that means. I'm going to have to look that up. I probably should know what that means, but this article is for heavy-duty, smart adults. Using big words, big words. For the Japanese, the opening of the cherry blossom, Japan's national flower, in March or April signals the start of spring. I would love to go to Japan and see all the cherry blossoms bloom. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be amazing? I mean, I've seen pictures, obviously, but oh my gosh. Cherry blossom trees are just so beautiful. I don't know how long their blooms last, but I know when they drop their blooms, I mean, it's like it's snowing. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The term spring fever refers to both psychological and physiological symptoms associated with the arrival of spring, including restlessness, daydreaming, and increased sexual appetite. While the exact cause is unclear, scientists believe that increased light, more exercise, and more bare skin influence hormone levels. That I could totally see being true, for sure. Absolutely. I know I feel better when the weather starts to warm up. In the southern hemisphere, springtime lasts from August until November. That's in the southern hemisphere. Wow. While December is the most popular time to get engaged, late spring, June, and fall, September, are the most popular months to get married. According to the National Association of Realtors, spring is the most popular season to sell or buy a house. Buyers are usually hesitant to move during the winter when the weather is colder and kids are in school. So while there are lots of houses to choose from in the spring, property prices are at their highest. Okay, so don't buy a house in the spring because it's going to be the most expensive, but you could sell your house in the spring and make more money. That's what I got from that statement, which I used to work in real estate, and that is absolutely true. Spring and summer, the prices are definitely going to be higher if you're selling or buying a house. Yep. And we would always notice, a big drop off in the late fall, winter time. People usually don't want to sell their houses during that time. Although we bought our house in February, and we got a really good deal on it. So, I guess it just depends on situations and, what the sellers need. I mean, in our case, the sellers, they got a job transfer and had to move. So, yes. So we lucked out. Tornadoes are most common in the spring and least common in the winter. Every year, allergies constitute over 17 million outpatient office visits, mostly in the spring and fall. While some people prefer not to feed birds in spring and summer, during the spring migration, a feeder might be a useful source of food for traveling birds. I totally would do that, except we have so many squirrels here. They would absolutely just destroy any feeder that I put out. I don't know. Let me know if any of you have recommendations for that. I know there's squirrel-proof feeders and all of that, but the ones I've tried did not work. They figured it out. Squirrels they're smart little boogers. The U.S. spring season is culturally interpreted to be the day after President's Day, which is the Tuesday after the third Monday in February, and ending on the Friday before Memorial Weekend. Let's see. And then in China, the coming of spring coincides with celebrations for the Chinese New Year. The holiday falls on the first day of the first lunar month in January or February. Huh. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so those are some spring fun facts. I learned stuff. I definitely learned some things about spring. Let me know in the comments down below if there are any topics you would like me to cover as far as fun facts go. I figured that'd be a good idea to ask the lovely sugars what you guys would like to hear about. If there are any particular fun facts you want to hear about, let me know. So yeah, so that is what I wanted to do today, this WIP and chat and some fun facts. I hope all of you have a fabulous weekend. Stay safe, get outside, do something for you, and I will see you again very soon. guys.